I think inspire means like that.
Inspire means
Someone like encourages you to do something.
if someone tells you about
Something good for you.
you can do it.
Challenged means
Something's really hard.
to be pushed further.
Hebrew class is like enough, but also difficult.
So they will work hard instead of just being like, oh, I know what 1 times 1 is. I know what 1 times 2 is.
I feel really nurtured.
Nurture means to make someone feel like they're part of a group,
Parents nurture their kids.
not like a stranger.
Mrs. Rapp nurtures me and all the other kids.
To make someone feel good.
And she also cares about our education and everything.
My name is Anna.
My name is Yaakov.
I'm Ravchai Price. I'm in 2nd grade. I'm in 3rd grade.
I'm in 2nd grade
And I'm 8 years old.
and I'm 8 years old.
And I'm 8.
My name is Carla Goldberg. I'm the preschool director at Akiba Schechter Jewish Day School.
Oh yeah. You want to do another pinch? Another little pinch?
We believe that children learn through play. So what we have is called a play-based curriculum. Children are learning all the time. It's all very hands-on and experiential. For example, we cook once a week in the classrooms. As we're cooking, the children are measuring and mixing and counting and often looking at a recipe that has ingredients and looking at picture cues. So as you can imagine, there's reading and writing and math and science incorporated into cooking. Children will come home and all they're going to say is, I made muffins today. So to them, it's just cooking muffins, and to us, we know really all the learning that happens during that experience together.
The map? Okay, what color? So my name is Urun Srimani. We see that emotion plays a very important role in grown-ups and children's life. We are working on self-portrait based on their emotions. Clara and Noah, 2 of my very cute kids, are choosing 2 different emotions to show in the self-portrait. One is shy and one is scared. When they're seeing them in the mirror, they're also figuring it out how to show that emotion they're feeling.
That makes you look shy.
If these children know how to read each other's emotions, that will help them as a grown-up and help our society to respect each other and think now what other things needs to be done from our side.
We also have a lot of our curriculum that emerges from children's interests. For example, in the upstairs blue room, they were actually learning about underwater sea animals, and somehow that morphed into learning about the Titanic. One child brought up the topic and it just kept coming up and coming up again, so they decided to study the Titanic. That certainly wasn't what the teachers had intended, but where they went with the lesson. And they talked about boats and how you create boats, and the children made blueprints of the boats, and then they actually built them. It just has become a wonderful unit of study that was certainly not planned from the beginning of the year, but emerged from the children's interests.
The reason why we chose Akiba Schechter for our 3 children is because it is an amazing academic school. We were completely blown away and impressed with the education and the curriculum, and also the community it offered. And we have never met anybody as amazing as Miriam Schiller. She is just brilliant and warm and friendly and concerned about the children and the teachers and everything, and just meeting her, we just knew it was the place for our kids.
He wished for a mailbox.
So let me show you. Okay, now we're on the best friends.
I'm Miriam Schiller. I'm the principal of Akiba Schechter. We're located in Hyde Park. At this point, we have probably in preschool through 8, almost 300 kids. We try in the school to create a feeling of community. Our 6th and 7th, 8th graders all have 1st and 2nd grade buddies. They get together once a month, whether it's doing something for Hanukkah or reading together. You can imagine how wonderful it is for a 1st or 2nd grader to have an older student know their name, care about them. So you have to step back and say, what's education about? And education is really about how to fill the student vessel and teaching the students how to fill their own vessel. How to find information, how to put that information together, how to validate an opinion, how to prove it by going back, looking at real text. And that kind of skill serves the children really well once they get to high school. What I hear is, wow, your kids, they've got great skills, they know how to learn, and they're nice kids. Frankly, they're my best advertisement, and so I take a lot of pride in the kids who leave here. They represent us really well.
We wanted a place that took equally seriously a secular education and a Judaics education. We were not willing to skimp on one to get the other. The Judaics here is taken extremely seriously. It's a critical thinking education as much as it is a morals education and a heritage education. I am so excited that my children are learning close reading of primary sources, that their Hebrew is going to be excellent.
I'm Rabbi Jeffrey Holman. I'm the Director of Judaic Studies here at Akiba Schechter. We focus on the whole child. We're not just focused on the academic pieces. One of the most unique aspects of Akiba Schechter is our community. Kids from all different geographical locations, from all different kinds of families, backgrounds, allows kids to develop greater respect for people that are different from themselves, but also a greater self-concept by understanding their own uniqueness compared to other children. My job is to ensure that every child in the school maximizes their learning potential and also develops an appreciation for their heritage, which they can take with them as they move on to higher learning.
Meaning, it's just like kind of a very fancy way of saying what. My name is Elise Gold, and this is my 3rd year at Akiba Schechter. This is my 7th and 8th grade Navi class, Prophets class. They open up the Navi and they have a guiding sheet that they're given with words that might be a little bit difficult and their English translations and questions. Through this process, they have the confidence to learn on their own, and they really are. At the end of class, we reflect on more questions so that once we finish learning this, I can go and prepare and find answers to those questions. The next class, we talk about their own answers, and then we bring different commentators' approaches and answers to the questions. I really like having the students learn the text on their own with partners and see the original Hebrew text so that they know that they can approach the Hebrew text on their own and that it's not a big scary thing to them, and that they have those tools so that in the future when they're not in Akiba, they can pick up the Hebrew text and learn it on their own. I like when I can sort of guess what their questions are going to be, and I feel like I know them well enough to know this is the path they're going to go on. But what's even better is when they come up with their own answers, and answers that I would never have thought of, and then they're already on their own starting to come up with their own life lessons.
All of the kids are friends with each other, and all of the teachers and staff know all of the kids. And so in many ways it functions like, like a big family.
And in any family, of course, when you have an issue, you learn constructive ways to deal with it. We don't give up on each other. We share in each other's successes and challenges, and we support each other. That's an important lesson for the kids.
And the community that then builds up around that is something that I think is hard to capture in our very sort of disconnected modern world.
So I'm Deirdre Wilner Schreiber, and I teach middle school English here to 5th through 8th grade. I do create a writer's cafe as well. It really blew up this year. We have about 20 kids. Many of them come because they already have a natural bend towards creativity. I think come to enjoy being pushed, and they see their writing grow. Things that I like to do in Creative Writers Cafe and in all my classes is to create an environment where students feel like it's safe to put themselves out there. Have it be almost like a cafe, so I have a hot water heater and kids can have cocoa or tea or hot apple cider. When they come in, they bring their lunches. We set it out with tablecloths and everything.
So my name is Neil Landers, and I've been teaching at Akiba for under a year now. I teach science to 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th graders. Today we did the electromagnetic spectrum, which provides for a particularly rich opportunity for learning and discovery because the variety of implications of nature are so wide, from where it comes from to technology applications to biology, how our eyes work and that they only detect certain aspects of the spectrum. So one of the nice things about teaching at Akiba is it opens up a space for a more organic process of learning and exploration. One of the things I think we all try to do as we teach is take each student, find where they are, and take them one step up in the range of their comfort level. So Newton said, here's how the world works. It works just like this. And to let them make the discoveries at their pace. And I kind of put a thread out for them to follow, but they're doing the discovery. Nurturing is one of the main concepts in the way that we approach teaching and learning here at Akiba. And one of the ways we accomplish that is by collaborating as teachers. We meet pretty frequently. It provides a really rich atmosphere for thinking of students as human individuals developing. That's one of the things I enjoy about it.
My name is Sarah Price. I am the physical education teacher and the fencing instructor at Akiba Schechter. Fencing is a wonderful sport for kids. It teaches them focus, it teaches them body control. There's a lot of tactics and thinking that's involved. It's called physical chess for that very reason. In fencing, we're working on footwork, teaching the kids how to move on a fencing strip. We're working on blade work, attacks and defenses. The kids gain confidence when they're able to effectively attack and defend an opponent. And the kids also get an opportunity to fence each other, to bout, and they really enjoy that. Not up here, it's right here in front of you.
They are being treated to an excellent secular education in math and science and English and social studies, and that the teachers here work together to make sure that the children's reading is excellent on both sides and that the skills work together. The conjunction of the two makes Akiba a very special place, and I think in many ways unique.
If you ask me any question about this school, I just go on and on because it's such an amazing school. And what I mean is that they are the most passionate people about teaching and about learning. But they're excited about what they do, and their passion and their excitement for the classroom and for what they're teaching and being with the kids is contagious. Because it doesn't really matter if they learn about the Oregon Trail or archaeology or math or the Roman Emperor. It's that they love how to learn so that they can continue that passion for learning for the rest of their lives. And it makes my kids run to the bus every morning and want to come back and refuse to go to any other school, refuse to even think about it because they love it.